I have a book called Stealing from God, Why Atheists Need God to Make Their Case. You're saying, what are they stealing? Well, it's in an acronym, CRIMES, C-R-I-M-E-S. C stands for causality, R stands for reason, I stands for information and intentionality, M stands for morality, E stands for evil, and S stands for science. Now, we can't explain all these in a minute video. Let's just do one, evil. Atheists say there's too much evil in the world. Well, the problem is when they say there's too much evil in the world, I always ask them, what do you mean by evil? And they'll typically try and give examples. Well, murder is evil, theft is evil. And I go, no, I agree with you, but I don't want examples of evil. I want a definition of evil. Well, it turns out you can't explain evil or you can't define evil without reference to good. Because evil is actually a lack in good or a privation is good. Evil or privation in good. Evil is like cancer in a good body. If you take all the cancer out of a body, you got a better body. If you take all the body out of the cancer, you got nothing. In other words, evil doesn't exist on its own. It only exists in a good thing. Well, here's the problem. If there's no God, there is no ultimate standard called goodness. What we mean by good is God's nature. So if you're going to say there's evil in the world, you're implying there's good in the world. But when you're implying there's good in the world, you're also implying that God exists. Now, it doesn't necessarily prove the Christian God. I think if you do enough research, you realize the God we're talking about, the God who is the ground of good, is the Christian God. But the only point that I'm making is that when atheists claim there's evil in the world, they actually have to steal a standard of good in order to even know what evil is. So evil only exists if good exists, and good only exists if God exists. So if you're an atheist and you're going to say that evil disproves God, you actually have to steal from God in order to make that argument. That's a self-defeating proposition.